To all the non-believers.
How did that?
To all the non-believers. Especially you, Tom Jackson. Way to have our back, Keyshawn. Anybody can be beat.
So how did that just feel?
Feel great. Poetic justice. We know we were a much better team than we came up and represented ourselves. And we're pissed off. We was ready to come back and show what type of defense, what type of team this was, what kind of character we had. We take a lot of slack. People gave us no chance, like we barely made it in playoffs. We're a good football team.
It looks like this team played with anger all day. Why, Bart?
For all you non-believers, disrespect us, talk crap about the defense like we ain't the third best defense in the league. All we hear is about their defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. 25th in the league, and we the one to get disrespected.
Congratulations. See you in Pittsburgh.
Can't wait.
Back to you.
Hey, standard time again. Let's get to it, as we do always. Super Bowl 54, it's in the books. The dust has settled. All the confetti's on the ground. We have a Super Bowl champion, the Kansas City Chiefs. And they didn't get it. It didn't come to them easily. You know, just like all their other playoff games, their other two playoff games where they trailed double digits, and they came back and won. And this one looked like it might have been different than the Texans game and the Titans game in the AFC title game. It looked like it would be different. At least, you know, first of all, I picked the 49ers to win the game. I felt like going in that, you know, the 49ers were better off in the offensive line and they were better on the defensive line. And me, I'm a little old school. I just feel like that's where football games are won, you know. And 98-something% of the time they are. But the other minuscule percentage it happens when you have a player like Pat Mahomes, an incredible, phenomenal talent. Like he's so accurate, and so many things he does. Of course, his agility and his speed, but we've seen fast quarterbacks, we've seen accurate quarterbacks, we've seen quarterbacks who can run and throw. We've seen it, but this guy, man, and he's tough. Bosa, Buckner, Ford, those guys are chasing him around all game long. They were hitting them, and they had those guys on the run, you know. Of course, the Niners took that 10-point lead. You know, it's funny because, you know, ultimately, we know what happened. The 49ers came back, 3 touchdowns, unanswered, and they finished off the Niners 31-20. So many things happened before that, of course. And like the opportunities the 49ers had. First of all, the 49ers, you know, they had to take a lot of blame in this loss. You got to give them blame in this loss. Of course, you know, you have a 20-10 lead. If you want a lot of people blaming Coach Kyle Shanahan, his mistakes as far as not running the football, trying to run the clock out. But, you know, I'm not saying you can't blame him, but there were a lot of reasons they lost. First of all, the Chiefs could say they won the game too. They took the game. They did what they did. So, you know, props has to go to the winners, to the champs. On the 49er end of things, third and 10 late in the game, when Jimmy G throws up that 40-yard pass or whatever, and Sanders is trying to, and he overthrows Sanders by 4 yards. I mean, you make that throw, the game is over. You make that throw. I believe it was 20-17 at that time. Yes. And they missed the throw, you know, and the Chiefs get the ball back, and the Chiefs get another score, and you know the Niners throw the pick, Chiefs get another score, game over. And it happens so fast with these guys. This team is obviously a possible dynasty in the making, you know. It's not that the Chiefs' offensive line was bad, because Mahomes was running around all day. But Ford, Bosa, you know, like I said, Bosa and Buckner, they were on his ass. But they like, that pursuit they had of him, as the game went on, it started to dwindle and diminish. And eventually, it seemed like they ran out of gas, and they couldn't keep up with the great Pat Mahomes anymore. You know, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Kelsey, they all did their thing. They chewed up the Niners secondary. When Mahomes was able to make time, they were able to find the cushions inside the Niners secondary. And it's crazy, you know, the Niners are moving the football so well. And then I remember during the game, when we were watching the game, I was telling Spider, one of them, I was like, look, Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, I was like, yo, he pissed off, yo. He's spazzing out on the defense, and, you know, he's chewing them out on the sideline. He's cursing them out. And it's funny because after he did that, the Chiefs never gave up a score again. After he chewed out his defense, he never gave up a score again. History. Crazy. Andy Reid, props. Andy Reid been in the game a long time. You know, he been in the game a long time. You know, he been head coaching at least 20 years now. You know, since his debut with the Eagles until now. The quarterback guru, he's done it all in this league except for win the big game. He's lost the Super Bowl. He lost many NFC Championship games with the Eagles. He lost one last year against the Pats, you know. So, man, kudos to him, man, because Andy Reid's always given to the game. You know, he's a player's guy. He takes care of guys. And, you know, if you play for Andy Reid, your family. And that's real shit, you know. Andy Reid sacrificed a lot. And if you know his family history, you know he sacrificed a lot for this game, you know. That's for real, you know. So kudos to him. And kudos to Pat Mahomes, the 23-0 MVP. Now he's a Super Bowl MVP, the future of this league, the face of this league. Incredible job by the Chiefs, man. You know, it was their time. They were destined. You know, we seen this coming from afar. I didn't look too well. I didn't look that closely. Like I said, I thought the Niners won that game, man. You know, I don't remember what point I was like, yo, these guys, you know, I think when it was 20-17, I was like, yo, you know, these guys, and they threw it up to Sanders. That was a prayer. And Jimmy G had him, Sanders, but he overthrew him. And big time quarterbacks make that throw. Mahomes makes that throw. Mahomes, Eli Manning makes that throw in the big game. They make those throws. That's the difference between that upper echelon, you know, Super Bowl champion, and, you know, the also ran. I'm not saying the 49ers won't be back. I expect them to be back. They're one of the most sound, Super Bowl runner-ups. Because, you know, most times Super Bowl runner-ups, when they lose, they're done. It's hard to get back after that. Look at the Rams last year. Falcons before that. You know? Carolina. I could do this shit all day. It's tough for me to run around. So, but I expect them to be back. You know, I expect them to be back. You know, they're going to be all right. You know, hopefully for the 49er friends and family. So, congratulations, Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the NBA trade deadline is upon us. You know, there's so much going on. Yeah, you know, the Super Bowl, it just was here. You know, the Kobe situation is still lingering. That's not going to go away no time soon. You know, he hasn't even been sent farewell to officially. So that's like the next level. And then, you know, there's going to be some more parts of this. Then when you get the more results from the investigations, that's going to bring more, you know. So Kobe's story's not going anywhere or going away anywhere soon. So, you know, and that has such an impact on everything that's going on. It's not the Grammys, it's the Super Bowl. You know, so far it's never been too much. Kobe getting the love he deserved. And with that comes the trade deadline, NBA, because I feel like with the situation with Kobe and then now the Super Bowl just passed, I totally forgot about the trade deadline till yesterday, you know, and, till Monday. And I'm like, yo, you know, damn, it's the deadline already? Because usually they used to do that after the All-Star game, right? I'm sure it's not the first year they've done it before the All-Star game, but I know I haven't been gotten used to it. But it's on Thursday. And all we have is rumors, yo. Rumors abound. You got the big situation. You got the big trade rumor with the D'Angelo Russell that the Warriors trying to part ways with him. I guess, you know, they've been over the luxury tax so much. I know they're spending a lot of money, and this is supposed to be a fallback year, you know, with all their injuries and such. So they're looking to unload Russell. The Timberwolves been all on them for it. I don't know. The Timberwolves aren't giving them exactly what they're asking for. Now they're talking about a 4-team or 3-team deal, either or, where the Rockets will be involved, and the Hawks might be involved, and you're going to have some draft picks involved. But in that deal, I'm looking at the deal, I'm like, yo, the Rockets are going to, in that deal, the rumored deal, the Rockets would take Clint Capella, big man, and send him to Atlanta, great for Atlanta, right? Trae Young. I'm not sure who Atlanta was giving up, but that's not what grabbed me. What grabbed me was that the Timberwolves wanted Robert Covington, you know, and I'm like, oh, why the hell y'all want Robert Covington? He's a stretch four. Like, where's y'all big man? Like, why y'all doing this? Y'all have like 6 guys who stand on the baseline and shoot threes. Then you got the 2 premier ball handler, you know, ball dominant guards in Harden and Westbrook. Then you got all these other guys who just stand on the corner. Who's in the middle now for y'all? Where you like who? Maybe I'm missing something. The Rockets got a secret weapon in the middle. Like, what is Covington gonna do? I don't know, man. I think Daryl Morey, man, them be wildin', man. Then Tony, he don't give a shit. You play PJ Tucker at the 5, 15 minutes a night. He don't give a shit, bro. He just wants to run his offense. He gonna have his guards out there, and they're gonna run and gun, and they gonna, you know, probably not get to the promised land. I don't know what the hell they're doing, to be honest. The Rockets, but sending Capella and acquiring Covington, I don't know. But bottom line, as far as that comes from the D'Angelo Russell, potential D'Angelo Russell Timberwolves deal. Wiggins' name has been thrown around in that. A whole bunch of shit. You know, who knows? Because there's going to be so much between now and then. So we're going to see. Knicks, you know, Steve Mills has been shit-canned. They fired Steve Mills earlier. And so they didn't want him to be making moves before the trade deadline, rather. And so they got rid of him. You know, I'm Nick guy. I'm good. Good riddance. Good riddance. The guy's been there forever. You know, he's just a part of the problem. Get him out. And that's a good look. You know, they're trying to talking about getting Ujiri from Toronto. They probably have to give up compensation. We'll see how that turns out. But in the meantime, Perry is going to run the team. Scott Perry running the team. And with that, it comes their trade deadline situation. The Knicks trade deadline situation, you have Marcus Morris. You know, all of them are potential trade. You know, people, Dennis Smith Jr., all of them could get dealt. But Marcus Morris is being hotly pursued by, they're talking about 5, 6, 7 teams. The Lakers want him. The Knicks are asking them for Kuzma. You know, Kuzma, he doesn't make a lot of bread, so I don't know how that's going to work. You know, who else the Knicks will take back? I don't know, but that deal is a potential. There was a D'Angelo Russell Knicks to the Knicks rumor, but I don't know how the Knicks gonna make that shit work. I don't know what they have for the Warriors, because I don't know what would appease the Warriors to take Russell, besides you giving up first-round picks, and we don't want to do that, do we? You don't want to give R.J. Barrett either, right? So I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen. But the Kuzma deal, we'll see. You know, there's other names. The Lakers and the Hornets are interested in Bogdanovic, the Sacramento Bogdanovic. The Heat talking about Gallinari. I don't know what they're gonna send back. Probably not as big as a name. Tristan Thompson's available, we're hearing. That's out. That's out. Who else? Derrick Rose is supposed to be available. The Lakers are interested in him. Lakers interested in everybody, right? So I don't know. You know, the money's got to match up. You know how this shit go. It's even like your 2K. Money got to match. Salary cap is real. It's hard cap NBA. The money got to match. So even if the Knicks wanted a Kuzma at 15 mil, with Marcus Morris is 15 mil, Kuzma making $1 million, $2 million, make that little rookie shit he making, you got to make up the other 13. So the Knicks probably got to take back a Avery Bradley or whoever the hell else to match up that money. So, but you know, I'm sure Knicks fans will be okay with that. At the end of the day, you have to trade Marcus Morris. He's 30 years old. I know he's playing great for us. I like Mook. I love his toughness and all that shit. But he's 30 years old. His contract expiring. He's having the best year of his career, so he's going to want to get paid. So you got to pay the man, yo. And the Knicks can't pay this man. Someone's going to pay the man. But the Knicks can't pay this man. Because, like, at the end of the day, you're rebuilding. What are you going to do with this guy? You know, by the time you're good, he's 33. He's having his best year of his career. He'll probably never have a year like this again. 19 points a night. So, you know, God bless him. Hope he get his bread. But it'll probably be, as you look at his last days and last hours as a Knick. Pretty sure about that. The Mets. You know, he's talking about the Knicks and their fuckery, you know. I gave him a little break tonight. You know, beat up the Rockets a little bit. The Mets supposedly had sold the majority stake in the ownership of the team. The Wilpons sold that to Mr. Cohen, hedge fund guy Stephen Cohen. And then Met fans hearing about this guy Cohen. This guy Cohen's awesome. He's a go-getter. You know, he's probably going to spend money. He's going to have good advice. You know, it's good new ownership. The Wilpons are horrible. And the history of the Wilpons, I couldn't even put it on a show. Oh, yeah, I could, yo. And probably going to have to, right? Yeah. But just the Wilpons alone is the Mets ownership. You know, the Bernie Madoff situation. They're having problems business-wise. And that's why Met fans are happy to sell the team. They call them the coupons. All that ain't cheap, blah, 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 blah. And then they make bad moves. Forget it. Bottom line is, they made a deal with this man, and it's looking like that man is walking away from the deal because the Wilpons called them back up to try to reconstruct the deal or, you know, ask for extra or whatever. But the man's backing out the deal, and so it looks like, as far as right now is concerned, that selling of the team is totally postponed, at best. So hopefully we hear something better soon. Maybe Cohen is bluffing them. Hopefully, man, sell the team. Wilpon, sell the team. Jeff Wilpon, sell the team. My friends are tired of you. Sell the team. Unbelievable, man. Now back to MLB. Now, before I forget, there's a couple trades in the big leagues today in the MLB. Mookie Betts and David Price got sent to the Dodgers for some minor league prospects. You know, couple guys you don't know unless you're a Dodger fan. So don't even bother me. Next, so we knew Mookie Betts was going down. We're gonna see how that turns out. You know, God bless the Dodgers, yo. Hopefully y'all get it together. Y'all stop crying, yo, about the Astros situation. What you gonna do, man? Crying, you know what I mean? Y'all got beat. Fuck it though. Also, the Dodgers took Jock Peterson since they got Mook, and they sent Jock Peterson to the Angels for minor leaguer Louis Renfigo. Now we got baseball pitchers and catchers report next week, I believe. So they're coming up in a few days. You know, that's about to kick off. Do my best with that. You know, a lot to do with baseball. You know, I don't want to put you out of sleep. I know how that go. I love the MLB, man, you know, but I ain't gonna kill y'all with it. But if y'all want it, y'all holler at me. We'll talk about it. No problem. It's neither here nor there, though. WrestleMania weekend. There too, yo. I want to do wrestling shows, man. I wouldn't mind, man. You know, yo, man. You know, it's a lot we could do, man. It's the standard. It's our show. We do whatever we want, right? We talk about whatever the hell we want. We're gonna do a lot more shit. Also, I just want to let y'all know I appreciate you guys, all the motivation, all the love. The LW do them videos, all that shit means the world, you know, that shit gets me going. A lot of things be going on, you know, we all have our own lives, you know, we get sidetracked easily, you know, but Mamba motivation, right? Do what you got to do it. If you don't do it if you don't do it now, when we gonna do it, right? Time is ticking. Tomorrow's gone. So, thank you guys. Love you guys. Like, share, comment. We out here. Standard. See you real soon. Real soon. Deadline's on Thursday, so we're gonna talk about that, and I'll see you in a couple days.